Do 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 do. A little bit of scat, from some whimsical white people. What's up? It's your boy Big Mac, host of the Void Basement. We host the world's shittiest podcast, low key, but we're making it work. We're making it happen. We're back. It's
Take three.
the day of filming is what is it? 7:10. Oh shit! All my dab smokers, bruh. If you're a big blazer, already got me demonetized for bringing it up. But thank you.
Shout out my dabbers.
7:10 is basically Easter for weed heads, and then 4:20 is
Easter
Christmas.
for dab people.
Yeah, and then 4:20 is Christmas, and
420
then
is Christmas for all weed smokers.
and I think there's one more holiday, which is for like edibles, probably. But there's holidays for everything now. But what's up? 2 weeks out from Basement Fest 3, we're here with a very special guest. You're gonna get some big views from this, man, purely because
After Basement Fest.
we're gonna be. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the day after.
Yeah. Immediately after.
Oh shit.
Or we can drop it before.
Yeah, drop it before, man.
Alright.
Nice.
I wanna.
Basement Fest coming the fuck up then, bitch. You better pop the fuck
Let's
out.
fucking go. Other than that, that's pretty much what we've been doing with our time. I've barely been streaming. That's pretty much the fucking, the announcements from us. I mean, what else have I been up to? Making music, but that's to come. We're here with a special guest. Enough Void Basement bullshit. Who are you?
I'm artbycameron.
Hey! After long last, I'm pretty sure we've brought you up at least maybe once or twice in episodes. Mostly with, I think the Mike Kane episode, shout out to Mike Kane, still grinding.
That's my guy.
And, oh my God, definitely, I feel like probably with Poozy or something maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely Mike Kane for sure, because I know that is your guy, which we'll get into. But what's up? Who are you? What do you do in this art sphere? What is your niche?
Well, I'm Cam. I'm a photographer.
Cam with the cam for sure,
Yes, I've heard my entire life.
Sorry. I gotta be cheesy.
I just take pictures. I'm a guy who takes pictures. Fashion, editorial-esque.
It's actually one of my questions. Do you just purely take pictures, or have you pursued anything else? Like,
I mainly just take pictures.
that's kind of. I honestly like. It's so hard. Like, I don't understand how I do multimedia because like,
So hard to
you always feel weak in other areas comparatively to. I feel like.
Yeah, I always feel
Do you
like
feel
I'm never
sharp?
progressing.
Because I mean, you've been at this for what, 2-3 years?
I've actually been at this for probably around 6 years.
6 years.
6
Oh
years.
snap! So you've been on the gram for 6. Because I just. Did you start on Instagram? Like, how did you get your start? I guess.
So, my start actually was on Instagram. My start was probably
Dang, so old school. 6 years ago, Instagram is
yeah,
ugly.
but it wasn't on no photographer type shit. But my love for pictures started on Instagram with my feed, probably 7th, 8th grade, and then I got my first camera sophomore year of high school.
Nice. Was it like a gift, or like you've been pushing to get this thing for a minute?
It was a gift.
Oh, dude,
I
whoever
think.
gave you that.
Yeah, my
That
dad
was-
kind of snapped.
Yeah, that was a good gift right there.
I got that, and then yeah, so I'm kind of iffy on the time. I've probably
It's so
been
hard to do
doing
this shit.
yeah, professionally though. I've probably been doing it for probably 3 years.
I mean, that's crazy. Dang. So you really have been at it way longer than that. And I mean, it shows. I was about to say for 3 years, it would
Thank
be
you.
you would be pretty impressive. I mean, but like you said, so 3 years professionally. What kind of made you merge that gap? Like, what in your head was all right, fuck this. This is what I want to do. Versus because I feel like Instagram made everybody kind of appreciate taking photos more. Like, if you look at the 2012 posts on Instagram where it's just the dumbest shit, like somebody in the mirror brushing their teeth or something, to bro, Instagram photos literally cost sometimes money to make.
Racks.
Like marketing agencies exist now purely for Instagram and Twitter and stuff. Like, what would you say kind of made you merge that gap from all right, this is just a hobby to I want to do this?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it was some point in high school.
So it's sophomore year when you got
because-
the camera, it was like,
Yeah, because we went to the same high school, I think.
really? You went
Yeah.
to West?
Yeah, I went to West.
Holy fuck!
I
dang.
was class of 18.
That's where we met.
Damn,
Yeah,
yo.
I feel
holy
like
shit.
I've seen you in the
You
school
probably
in
I'm
passing.
very. I used to look wild. All right, I was one of those people
You
that.
probably saw me with hair, but not without her.
Nice.
Definitely. That's crazy though. So
Actually,
you
maybe
went
for a
to.
couple months.
I was in entertainment technology.
Oh, then for
Yeah.
sure you probably saw me. That's my wing.
That's like
I was in
50%
computer
of
science.
So I feel like since I was in entertainment tech, I already had like a lane that I was in, and the like high school to college pipeline was like what you're doing in your shop is probably going to be like what you want to do after that. So sophomore year I was like, shit, I like taking pictures, so I'm going to just do that.
What is the college situation like for that anyway? Is there even any like college for photography? I don't even know.
I mean, it's like,
Cause I'm like, it's got to be more of an art school kind of vibe. I would
Yeah,
assume
it is
Less,
art school
you're
kind
not
of
gonna go to
vibe.
like fucking like Harvard to take. I mean, they should, in my opinion, do it. But dang, that's crazy. So entertainment tech was more about photography for you, because I thought it was always like videos and
I
stuff
think
in there.
entertainment
it was
pretty
just like,
versatile.
it was versatile. It was
Yeah.
just the
Our shop was
cameras.
pretty- We did a lot. in
Just
computer
cameras
science, like, a lot
specifically.
of
Yeah.
shit,
So, I guess this kind of leads me to my question: what style of photography do you do for the viewers? I mean, many of you can obviously just view your
link,
Instagram.
as always, in the bio.
I mean, you're always working, always taking clients. I feel like so. But for real, like, what kind of boat would you say you are in photography? Are you open to everything? Would you say that the class helped you kind of pick something?
I think,
Because all my shop did was make me fucking learn, like, if my shit is broken, I can fix that. Like, my computer. Anything goes
I
wrong
know I
in
got a job
the-
secured if I need it.
the way it helps me with my
Yeah.
the way it helped me with my art for sure is definitely just the pure fact that, like, if anything goes wrong with my software, I'm the guy that can fix it. So it's
I'm
like
the one
that
people
gap
ask
is just
when their
like.
laptop breaks. Like, yo.
Other than that, though, it's like it didn't really help me decide on my job. Would you say, like, I guess my question is, for entertainment tech, did it like help you pick the style of photography you do? Because you do a lot of like candid photos,
yeah.
or just like modeling shoot type photos.
Yeah, like studio, like modeling type shit.
Yeah. So was that class even like that really? Or
No, not really.
Okay, so you did kind of blossom out into your own
Yeah.
thing. So I was about to say, I was like, I've never really seen anything like what you produce there. So I was like, it's kind of crazy.
It's kind of just a love for cameras started in high school.
Oh,
And
okay,
then,
okay, cool. I guess that kind of brings me to a broader point. Like, you should, if you have like even a little interest in something, you should just pursue it just to see the
See what
road
happens.
that it actually takes you down, because it's never what you actually think. Like, with
Yeah.
me, I started with music. I started purely because I like to I loved video game cover songs, like about like there was like cringy songs about like playing Minecraft all day and shit, and I was like, man, I just want to do this, but take it in a way like crazier route, talking about like just dumb shit or memey shit. I was kind of in the meme rap era, and like now, I'm trying to do like actual like scores for videos, or like we definitely got to do some overhauling for like the podcast jingle and stuff. But
Yeah, I was in the original plan like maybe like 6 or 7 months ago was to overhaul all the graphics and music for episode 50, but this is episode 49 and Basement Fest is about to happen, and bitch, I don't have the time for that right now.
we're gonna
So,
do it though. Like, I'm gonna sit down and
yeah,
make a
we're
beat, but
definitely
like,
doing that soon, but
I guess
the
like.
us- the according to Joe Rogan, once you're 100 podcasts in, you finally know what you're doing, and I think that's definitely true so far.
Yeah, I guess
so.
that leads me to ask you this: what was your first shoot like? Because obviously we've established like, yeah, you definitely take model like level, studio level photos. How'd your first session go versus your most recent?
what
I would
did you
love
feel
to
like
know
you
the
knew what fuck
contrast.
you were doing? Because it took us a while at least.
Yeah.
My first session was like 2016.
Dang, yeah. So definitely.
Fresh, like just got my camera. It was with two of my friends from high school, Mark and Adonis, who was also on the podcast, aka Don.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what's up,
He
man?
was like the first person to be shot by like artbycameron.
Holy shit. Dang, so
yeah.
you really do be with the circle, yo.
Yeah.
I'm sure
This episode is more
on that
special now that you
podcast
say all this,
as
man,
well.
honestly.
Yeah.
Because this is some local love for sure, man. Because I fuck with your art, like, for real,
Yeah.
for real.
And I fuck with everyone that like you've had on here, like Poozy, RV.
That's what I'm
Adonis.
trying to
Podcast
do.
is, like,
I try to just, like, I don't necessarily go by the, like, clout levels. If I did that, I mean, like, this show would die so quick. Like, I really just, like, if I like seeing your stuff in my feed,
Like a time capsule of who
I'll
the
go
person
into
is
it.
at that time and like
but, like,
everything that's present
so
at that moment.
I guess with like the Adonis shoot, like what was like some of the stuff that went wrong that day versus like what goes wrong now, or like what was some of the, like the dumb shit that happens when you're like new.
Niggas in the beginning, niggas is just winging it. Like
That's I still wing it to this day,
and
bro.
do this and then click, click, click. Now I'm at the point where I have a lot of like technical knowledge from like working in the industry and stuff, and I'm able to do so many more things. It's now just like trying to execute something that's like mad hard, or trying to pull off some lighting that's actually
what is something
really
that's mad hard? Like just
Like,
in layman's terms, obviously I have no fucking clue about like the innards.
Example.
For us, the extent of our video knowledge is like I will see something I like, not necessarily replicate it, but I'll steal that style shot and just fill it with my own dumb shit. So like,
we film on an iPhone, so it's pretty basic.
like 100 Gex,
I love 100X.
dude, their videos are crazy, but I mean,
building a set, that's what I would say is like actually hard, because you can have the craziest like ideas, but once you sit and you're like, all right, let me actually do this.
Felt just this. This took forever to find like corresponding matching images that would actually work in a tapestry form that wasn't like, obviously you can't just mass produce shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, is that kind of what's hard for you? Is like finding some niche weird object, or like
it's like finding what someone's gonna wear. For me, that's like the hardest part. Of any
true.
of my
I never
shoots.
actually thought about it like that.
It's the hardest part.
So I guess, dang. So you not only are a photographer in a sense, you're more like a stylist too.
There's so much that goes into.
Like, do you pick everything from the makeup to like?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
To do a shoot, I got to think about where it's going to be, what it's going to look like, the final product, what they're going to wear, like all of that shit.
I mean, not to get into the actual numbers of it, but like it's a lot of it also finding how you'll make it profitable. Like, is that even a thing? Because like, how do you price that like to a customer, especially if it's different people, different size, different. I mean, shit, even like differences in like locations too. Is that a big play? Like, have you ever flown somebody out or anything like that, or had somebody travel?
I've had people travel just because of like where I am and like where my studio is.
Yeah,
I've had people travel like 2 hours
Holy
just driving.
Shit. So how do you, I guess, tackle that? Like, what are some of the challenges that you didn't expect?
I think pricing is the hardest challenge that I don't think I'm ever gonna like get past.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like
you are getting skimped no matter what, in a way.
Yeah, you gotta price your work, but you also have to know your market and know who you're shooting and know like who you can pull and shit like that.
That's got to be so tricky, because it's like you can't just, no one's gonna want to work with you if like, because I guess to the public perspective, like what a photographer actually does doesn't seem that complex or like complicated. But if you like you were saying, if you really break it down, it's travel,
mad expensive,
set,
there's so much
style, makeup,
equipment, like everything. And I'm at the point now where I execute all my work at a really high level, but I'm also 21, so everyone who I kind of know and am around are very young, so they don't really have the money per se to actually afford like high level execution.
Finding capital.
I've had that issue with so much shit in my life where it's like you just got to be able to tell people like, listen, bro, like I need this money. Like
shit is expensive.
Yeah, like I can't do the freebies no more.
It's mad expensive.
So I guess that's one of your challenges then, is you got to bust some balls sometimes, and I'm like, it's hard though, because I still ask for favors myself.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like that is definitely, I think, this is an artistic challenge in general. It's like when do you have to kind of like start charging the homies? But there's this whole movement now, I feel like, with art, and it's like pay your homies for their art, like, because I think a lot of times like being a tattoo artist, you must fucking hate having like your friends in the DMs like, let me get the homie price.
The tattoo artists I follow, like that's
got to be like a big, and I can feel like for pictures it's probably like
the same.
So I guess this leads me to my question: what is probably the weirdest shoot you've ever had to do? Like, you do like a wedding or some shit, or
No,
I always hear
not
weddings
like
are
a-
notoriously the worst.
That's why I don't do weddings.
Okay,
I don't do
okay.
like
Weddings,
weddings or
weddings.
events. I stay away from it. I stick specifically to like my like model like fashion type shit. And my worst shoots are just when everything like nothing goes right. Like transportation doesn't work,
Wow.
or I don't know what someone's gonna wear and they kind of just pull up, or they pull up in something different, or the location doesn't work, or the weather's trash.
Yeah, weather is
Holy
definitely the
shit! I
worst,
never
most
actually considered
unpredictable.
weather
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
because
That's when we did the Wise Boy episode. It was windy and overcast, and it was.
it
so
looked
rough.
great.
It
but
looked
the sound
amazing.
was
I was
horse
actually
crap.
just watching it earlier today.
was
It looked
really
really
rough.
good. It was a
Yeah.
We
vibe.
picked that spot. I like saw it on a sunny, beautiful
I
day, and I
color
just
graded
like,
the fuck out of that.
Really?
yeah, it was
I
beautiful.
put a lot of work into that. I put the video in Final Cut because I wanted the video to look really good, but the audio was just fucked from the rip.
Yeah, like that's.
One of the mics was rubbing against someone's hoodie the whole time, and it was like
I honestly like.
made my skin crawl. But it's beautiful, so I don't give a fuck.
It is
Shout out Wise
beautiful.
Boy. Come to Basement Fest.
Set building is literally one of my favorite things too.
We sat on rock for that for like 45 minutes.
But-
It was
nice.
Would you say, like, set building's your favorite? Like, what is your favorite aspect of photography as of now compared to when you started?
My favorite aspect, I think, is the styling in the outfits right now.
Okay,
Because
so you're really with the
before,
fashion.
I used to shoot and just have people pull up in like their best outfit or whatever. And now I'm breaking into like the actual professional industry, so I kind of have to care more about how everything's presented.
When you brought that up, I never thought of that because I thought you're always supposed to, wear what you want to wear to your photo shoot. But like, it's the same thing with a tattoo artist. You would want them to have a say in the art because they clearly
Yeah.
know how they shoot better than you do. So it's like you're kind of pairing your shot with
yeah, you're working
what
with
you
the
know
artist,
that
yeah.
person will look good in.
Yeah.
So I guess like, yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's definitely your favorite part is just like making people
Yeah.
look good. Now, how does that work with the industry? Is that where you have a lot of beef? Because
I've
like
learned.
what are some of your challenges with like the big leagues? Is it like annoying that they like want you to put stuff in certain places maybe or like product placement?
I've learned over the last year being in like the industry that I grew up doing this like myself in like high school, everything like location, outfit, editing, blah blah blah, everything by myself. And then once you get into the industry, more stuff gets like handed to other
Working
people.
with other people.
Because for all my personal stuff, I'd like to style it. But when I'm working like industry, there's a stylist and there's a makeup artist and there's a creative director. And sometimes you're just like the guy with the camera. And other times it's your vision and your execution. Or someone hires you to shoot this outfit. Or you're pulling up to the studio and you have to shoot like a handful of outfits.
And then
So
they kind of like pick what they like from it.
Yeah. And
See,
you
that's
just,
like robotic in a sense.
Yeah.
Is that what you kind of don't prefer, or do you?
Not really, since
But I'm sure the
I've
bread,
done it
though.
all. It's like there's mad bread in that kind of work, but I like to have a hand in every aspect of it. Like I want to pick the background, I want to pick the fit, I want to
feel like it
pick the
feels more like
makeup.
yours.
Yeah.
I guess-
You're the one making it. I feel like it just feels more whole as a product of your own.
Yeah, as a photographer, it's very easy to get into like robotic life and just be like the guy with the camera that people hire to just like execute or just whoever when they need pictures.
I sometimes feel that with like music too. Like sometimes like I would never want to do a label or an ad type song like one of the, like kind of recently with Doja Cat how she had to make the Taco Bell jingle and she literally was like, "Bro, I'm making this shitty song. Just don't judge it." And then like just
Yeah.
release the most basic song. As an artist, it just hurts anytime you have to be conformed like that. I feel like. And,
Yeah.
But if the bread's there, the bread's there. Like you need to eat. Like
Yeah, sometimes
shit.
you just got to do what you got to do.
I wish they would like not make it so corporate like that. But then
Yeah.
again, there is a method to some of their madness. Like they make ads now that are so good because it's just literally a clickbait style tweet or something. And it's like if you can't really like. Would you produce something like that just on your own, or would you say that's definitely more of a corporate chain thing? Like, I guess my question is like, what is like, if you had to shoot anything, unlimited budget, unlimited resources. You can go anywhere in the world. What would you do with it? Like, would you do what a corporation does, where it's like super high level, like some beautiful like top of a mountain type vibe, or would you just do something crazy? Like, what would you do?
If I had like all the bread, all the money to like do whatever I want, I would just it would be very like street level.
Oh, really? So you would still keep it in New York?
Yeah, like it would just be about, I would probably just photograph people and like their life.
See, that's literally what I was going to ask you about New York early, but I feel like I asked Wise Boy about it so much. But like, what do you like about New York so much? 'Cause I'm a big fan as well. I do think you see every form of person in New York in like a 5-minute span. You literally will see a crackhead and then like just some like beef dude, then some just like random ass like family from like the UK with like, and then you see a Swedish family with like all Swarstrom and shit, just vibing, and like just in that 5-minute span, you see like every type of outfit ever. Like it's just wild. Then you go to the fashion district, and everybody you see is a model walking around,
dripped down,
just crazy. Dripping. It's like you feel like you're going to like a zoo for fashion in a way. It's super weird. It's like what parts do you like about the city and versus
what drew me to New York? Fuck Jersey. What drew me to New York is the fact that you can find so many people just like you. Like I pulled up to my first event and I was like, wow, like these are all my people. Like they all fuck with what I fuck with.
That's what I felt.
We're all on the same type shit, and there's like thousands more people just like you.
That's kind of
so
what that's what I like about New York as well. But I've been trying. The thing about Jersey is there's a way to make it like that, but we people in Jersey just be so weird. Like our little scene is built up now, and it's slowly becoming a thing where we have like like-minded artists, and that kind of like that whole like we'll work with each other for once, because it's very isolated out here compared to New York. Everybody in New York collabs. Like I ask people to do podcasts from New York, and they're like, bet, schedule me, like I'll be around next month. Whereas like with Jersey, it's like nah.
I'll be in New York this month, this time, and this time.
Yeah, like book us, like and it could be at 3 a.m. type shit. Like I guess what are some of your experiences there besides that? Like you were saying, that first event, like what are some crazy things you've seen in the city?
The craziest thing
that made you fall in love with it. I mean, everybody sees it. For me, it's like just going through Bushwick, seeing those fucking murals everywhere. Like
for me, it's just. It amazed me at all the shit I could do in a single day, just like with my friends. Just by walking or like taking the subway, you can just hit like art shows, get amazing food, hit the park, have a picnic, then go to a function, and then get like crazy food after, and just having like the best day of your life.
Run to a bathroom. That's like 2 miles away.
Yeah.
Like, that's one thing they need to work on there, though, man.
It's terrible. You got to have a list.
You got to have the motherfucking $20 or a list.
Yeah.
And just,
like the hotel front
man, some of my favorite food is definitely like, have you ever been to like Shinka?
No.
Oh my God. That
what kind
ramen.
Of food is that?
It's ramen.
Ramen?
It's sake.
Crazy good.
That ramen, man, that's probably my favorite food on earth right now, bro. Like, it is like... It's award-winning, too. Like, they put that shit right on the door because they want you to know.
They're like,
but, bro, it's the best. Like, what are some of your spots?
What are some of my spots?
I love Funny Barbecue, too. That's a good spot.
There's a place in, I think, the Lower West Side, or, like, West Side of Manhattan, called Taco Mahal. It has Indian tacos. Okay. So it's, like, chicken curry on, like, naan bread and, like, a taco, and it's amazing.
That sounds pretty delicious. Yeah, I love.
There's a place in.
I love eating in Chinatown. I'll admit it. I'm definitely a Chinatown eater. Whether it be the first one, which is actually in Brooklyn, or the Manhattan one is just as good, but the Brooklyn one is like underrated.
Do you like dumplings?
Hell yeah! I mean,
you got to go to this place called Vanessa's in Chinatown.
Vanessa's.
Best dumplings in New York.
Holy shit!
You can quote me on that.
I will test it because I like to try a new spot every time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not really like a routine guy there. Like when I go there, I'm like, all right, I only got a day or two here. I need to just explore. I guess what is more like your creative process? Because that's where you do a lot of your photography now, right?
I used to work a lot in New York over the last like 2 years. Now I have a studio with my girlfriend in Hoboken. So
Oh, dang.
I just be in Hoboken now shooting.
That's basically New
Basically
York.
New York, though. It's like a
You
10-minute...
take 15 minutes,
Literally.
you're there.
And we're in New York.
So, what would I guess this question still applies then. What is your creative process for like a shoot? Like, what is your day-to-day build up to it? I mean, I'm sure it's not just all in one day, obviously. Like, what is the build up like? Like, what do you, I guess, kind of do to get into your creative mojo?
I like to say that my life like informs my creative process. So
sure.
A lot of my shoots come from just hanging around like my creative friends.
I think you have to be like that as a photographer. Like, you always got to see a rapper with a photographer for a reason, and that photographer is taking pictures based on what that.
Yeah, because all my friends are either musicians or they're models, or they do something creative.
That's a good way to be. Yeah.
We just like to chill and just spitball and talk about what we've been watching or what we've been listening to, and just hanging out.
Yeah. What have you been watching, listening to? Like, what is your inspirations?
Music-wise, I've been listening to Paris, Texas.
Okay.
They're a rap duo, but they make like alternative rap. So it's like rap over like electric guitars and shit.
Oh shit!
I actually think you would fuck with them.
Probably some Danny Brown type wave.
They're crazy.
Z Loopers type vibe.
Do you know who Gene Dawson is?
Not off the top of my dome, but maybe. Shit.
I've been fucking with Steve Lacy heavy.
Oh yeah, that new song is crack.
Yeah.
Mercury
is absolutely amazing.
I was like not expecting this vibe from you, and
right.
Second, more please. Like,
yeah, new project is coming out like Brent. Friday. I haven't listened to the new Brett yet.
That Ken Carson's new project. That's kind of what I've been on lately. So you're very with the like you switch up to the newest stuff.
Yeah.
With your inspirations.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I am too musically. Like, I still love my oldies. Like, don't get me wrong, I be jamming to my old stuff, but I love just going through crates, like digging up new ideas, because that spitball kind of vibe is how I truly create too. Like, when I'm hanging with my friends, I come up with some dumb idea because we're just talking about some dumb topic, and then it just ends up being the best thing I ever made, which is kind of how the podcast started. I mean, I was watching a bunch of podcasts. I would just have people over all the time, like while I was making music, and
we would literally just have people over to smoke.
The studio was literally kind of like a podcast at one point for me.
Yeah.
Like, we're just I'm bringing up random sounds, playing stupid Mimi sounds throughout this conversation. I mean, that's basically what we do here. I don't have a soundboard though, which I should actually get one, but
that would be tough.
the thing is with some guests, it's weird versus other guests. So you gotta know when to pull like gimmicks out. Because fun fact, this actually was gonna start as like kind of an Eric Andre prank podcast, where I was gonna try to prank the guests. But I'm like, man, if I do that to some of my rapper friends, they will beat the fuck out of me. Like, I will not be looking pretty, bro. I will be on the ground. But yeah, this has been a pretty good chat.
Where people bring like 10 people with them. They just like sit on our bed.
Really?
Yeah, it's cool. I love seeing the entourage vibes.
It's fire.
Like that. That's how it is with Angels from Heaven, man. You invite them, dude, they're bringing dripped out people, bro. Just but it was nice talking to you, Art by Cam. We got one more question. We ask every guest. It's the best question on earth, because it's kind of like one of those like therapy questions, If someone says a word and you're supposed to say a word back, like, that therapy meme, like from movies. But what is the scariest moment of your entire life?
The scariest moment of my entire life.
Because everybody's answer is different, and I'll keep it real with our show. We've noticed two patterns. It's either always some late night activities that go crazy, or it's car shit. Because cars are just death traps. Shout out to Subway.
Yeah, it's either like
Subway is way safer.
Shit or in a car, which is usually I feel like how it goes.
Shit.
Scariest moment in my life.
Honestly, it's a thinker, yo. It's a thinker,
It takes time.
It's not like anything life or death. It's something very like mental for me.
But it's still scary. So
it would probably either be between when I dropped out of college to do like the photo shoot.
Oh shit, yeah.
Or when I quit my job to do the photo shoot.
I feel like quitting my job.
Quitting the job is definitely very scary. Like,
because then you're just like living.
I'm still even scared to do that.
Like, it shouldn't be as easy as it is. But
dang, go over that with me. Like, what?
Is rough.
Yeah.
What was like? Did you see a certain number come to you from photography, and you were like, "It's doable," or did you just go for it?
There was no number.
Sometimes
It was at 0.
Fuck, holy.
And
So
then
what made you bite the bullet? Like, what was that last day?
I think I was just really thinking to myself and being like, well, the only way I'm gonna make it doing some creative shit is if I like did it fully. Like I figured I couldn't like work a job and like do it on the side. The only way.
Do anything is
so hard.
fucking
Yeah.
exhausting.
So I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna quit and I'm gonna just shoot.
Yeah.
And I put myself in the position where I had to like make it work, or else I was just gonna die or starve.
Yeah, or starve literally.
I
or
think-
freeze to death. Like.
I mean, that is honestly some
It's some
very
shit,
powerful
yeah.
shit. I can see why it's the scariest moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, you're still in it
It's
right
real
now,
as fuck,
in a
yeah.
way.
You're just
Like,
living, yeah.
Somehow.
It's real as
so
fuck.
that's why, hey, give my man some bread, yo. Hire him.
Link in
Listen.
bio.
Hit me up.
Only hit him up though if you really got like
Serious inquiries
you want to
only.
seriously like get dripped out and look the part. You know what I'm saying? No funny business.
Yeah. If you're trying to make something cool,
Link
that's
in the
it.
bio. Thank you for coming on here. That was
Thank you
very
for your
Thank you
powerful.
for inviting
This
me.
time is always valuable.
I've been
Yeah.
watching for mad long and being
Thank
like,
you.
damn, I
Appreciate
want to be on the
that.
podcast.
Listen. We have a long list,
It's
all right?
all the, we have so many
But
homies.
I,
It's so easy to lose bitch. Yeah,
I always feel so like dickheady, like
It's a
'cause
horrible
like you
feeling.
said, with telling people no on like getting freebies and stuff. It's like I already told somebody I gotta have them on. It's like you gotta. It's scheduling
we do
sucks.
have a list. Like a shared
Right.
note.
We-
We're like, oh no.
We have plenty of you motherfuckers doing
Don't
art.
worry.
And listen,
Time
that's
is
never favoritism.
business.
Like I said, I don't play the clout game. You could have
Yeah.
3 followers. Like I'm pretty sure we've had people on here that don't even have
We
like
definitely have
accounts
people in here
anymore.
that like
Uh-huh.
don't have accounts on shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just
Word.
like, for me, as long as I vibe with you, the time is there. Destiny, a little bit of fate, a little bit of RNG.
Just
It'll
cool
happen.
combo.
The stars align.
Cool
It'll have
combo.
exactly cool as a cucumber, y'all. This has been Art by Cam. Boom, hit him up. We out. Void Basement. Like I said, Basement Fest is probably a week out from
Maybe,
this
probably.
shoot.
Let's go.
Enjoy your 710. I hope you all smoke dabs on this very good day. Or if you don't smoke because whatever reason, I hope you just
Manifesting
drank
life
some
is
water.
fulfillment.
I hope you felt hydrated, felt fulfilled, and felt good. All right.
Life is better when you're hydrated, motherfucker.
Peace.